afternoon and welcome to Skedlive. It's Friday, October 13th. I'm your host, Elle Cote. Here's what's making news now. A North American family has been released by a group known to have ties to the Taliban. 5 years ago, Canadian Joshua Boyle and his U.S.-born wife, Caitlin Coleman, were traveling in Afghanistan when they were abducted by the Haqqani network. Coleman was pregnant at the time of capture and had 3 children while in captivity. U.S. officials say Pakistan secured the release of the family. President Trump gave a statement saying it is a positive moment for the U.S.'s relationship with Pakistan. A White House meeting between Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and President Donald Trump was held Wednesday to discuss the future of NAFTA. Trudeau expressed Canada's desire to keep the agreement. CBC's Evan Dyer says Trudeau is optimistic changes can be made to keep NAFTA intact.
As we know, the 4th round of NAFTA negotiations is underway here in Washington, and the President and I reiterated our commitment to working together in good faith to give this deal a much-needed upgrade.
Dyer also reports that Trump is suggesting a bilateral agreement between the U.S. and Canada to replace NAFTA. This would leave Mexico, the 3rd member of NAFTA, out of the agreement if the U.S. and Canada plan to create their own deal. After meeting with Trump, Trudeau said he was open to a 2-country deal to keep strong ties between the U.S. and Canada. The strike deadline for Ontario's colleges is this Sunday at midnight. If there is a strike, all classes will be cancelled and picket lines will be in place starting Monday. The Ontario Public Service Employees Union, which represents full-time and partial load faculty, say the bargaining team for the colleges has walked away from negotiations. In response to a student's question on tuition refunds via Twitter, Humber says if the strike happens, refunds are a possibility, depending on the length of the strike. Humber's campuses will stay open and student services will be available if there is a strike. For updates on the strike, visit humber.ca/update or Humber's social media pages. And now to Victoria Caster for today's weather report.
Today's weather forecast calls for rain with a high of 19 degrees. Tomorrow the high will be 19 and more rain. On Sunday there will be a 70% chance of showers and a high of 22. Monday will be partly cloudy with a high of 14. Tuesday will be a high of 16 with a mix of sun and cloud, and sunny on Wednesday with a high of 16. Back to you, Elle.
Thanks, Victoria. City officials say they want bike lanes. City officials say they want bike lanes. A year-long pilot project shows that bike lanes improve safety for cyclists. The results of the project were released to Council this week, showing how effective the lanes are. Mayor John Tory says the report supports keeping the lanes. Councillor Joe Cressy says he wants to make the lanes permanent. The report will be discussed at another committee meeting on October 18th. California's wildfires are sweeping a path of destruction through the north part of the state. At least 31 people are dead and hundreds are missing. Severe drought and high winds have firefighters struggling to contain multiple blazes. Thousands of people have had their homes destroyed.
All our pictures are gone. Everything's gone. We've got a fire pit. It's pretty awful. But we're all healthy and safe, and we have to just try to be grateful for that, but it's pretty awful.
I mean, this is like apocalyptic, it seems. This is so out of the norm. Like, I'm from Southern California and everything's dry out there and I'm used to fires, but I've never seen anything like this in an urban area.
The fires have burned through about 170,000 acres of land and destroyed 3,500 buildings so far. Currently, up to 25,000 people remain displaced as the fires continue. Disgraced Hollywood movie producer Harvey Weinstein is going to rehab for sex addiction. Countless women have gone public about how Weinstein sexually assaulted them. Weinstein's wife, Georgina Chapman, has left him, saying her priority is her children. Chapman expressed her deepest sympathies for the women. The Academy has released a statement calling Weinstein repugnant and abhorrent. More than 30 women have come forward with stories about how they were attacked. And now to Greg Filling with today's sports recap.
The Toronto Maple Leafs suffered their first loss of the season Wednesday night at the Air Canada Centre, with the New Jersey Devils winning 6-3. While the Leafs had won their past 3 games with a total of 19 goals, the second highest in their history, the New Jersey Devils continued their reputation as undefeated. While the team gave the Devil goaltender Corey Schneider a 50-shot barrage, Schneider had a 94% save average. One of the Leafs team leader, Austin Matthews, managed to score 1 goal in the third period, while the team's goaltender Frederik Andersen had an 81% save average. The Devils' Mal Wood and Pavel Zacha each scored twice in the last night's game. Leafs coach Mike Babcock was blunt in his post-game remarks, saying the team got what they deserved, noting their lack of effort during the game. The Leafs are scheduled to play against the Montreal Canadiens this Saturday in Montreal. That's it for sports. Back to you, Elle.
I'm Elle Cote. Thanks for watching. Until next time.